In the interest of building all members' business skills, a different member each week is charged with presenting on a topic of their choosing for a 3-minute business growth section. I'm going to have a big look around. Maxine, haven't seen you in a while. Chances are you have a tip that you can give us, a business tip or a book that you're reading that you think we should all read, or a book that you've read that you think is rubbish and we should avoid like the plague. I don't know. Some sort of tip. You know, this, I'll just tell you, right? The original group that before Business at Breakfast ended up like started and was in the cafe that was at, there was a group before it called Energy that was there for about 8 years. And the educational snippet couldn't be business related. So someone was set up the week before and it couldn't be business related at all. And it just had to be something cool that they knew about or liked or they did a bit of research for. And the best one ever was the story of how Christmas crackers came to be. And so like more than 10 years later, like I still remember the story. Like I know the whole back end story of Christmas crackers. I'm going to save it for another day because I'm a bit of a storyteller myself. But Maxine, if you've got anything, I mean, if you want to go back to the old roots of just any tip, go for it. A bit of an educational thing, but you got less than 3 minutes. No, you got 3 minutes. Kathy's going to restart the clock.
Oh my goodness. So much pressure. Yeah, so I guess for me is as a business owner to keep learning. I think it's important as business owners that we are always looking to keep up with the times. I know a lot of people are talking now about AI, and I think if you have the mindset of, oh, I don't want to learn a new thing, or I don't agree with AI, or whether we agree with it or not, it's here and it's going to stay and it's only going to keep growing. So I think it's important that we learn how to use that new tool. I do use it a little bit. It is super cool. There are a lot of things that you can do with AI. And it's just a matter of trying it, right? Like just go on there, download it to your computer and try it. You know, you ask it questions, it can give you back feedback. A lot of times it helps me with writing. So if I'm going to do a post, a lot of times I'll pick, you know, some of the wording from AI because it sounds nicer, it's well put together, but also add my flair to it, right? We don't want to sound like robots, but AI is definitely an up and coming tool. So if you haven't got on board with it, my suggestion as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, to take the time and learn it because I think it is going to be something that's going to help many of us. So that's all I have, really.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Maxine. No, I like it. And while I know that you were heading towards AI and it's a tool and to learn it, my main thing that I got from that is don't go in deciding that you know everything and test things out. So funny, I was having a little conversation with Kathy yesterday. I had a shocker of a one-to-one at 5 o'clock yesterday morning, and with a person who asked me for a one-to-one. Anyhow, so terrible did it turn out after 30 minutes that I decided, Kathy said don't do it, but anyhow, I decided to rebook in because I thought we could do better. This person wrote back to me, you'll love this, wrote back to me and said, why do you want to do this again? Well, I think we both presented pretty poorly and I think we could do better. Well, I charged for my second one-to-ones. I didn't ask for the first one. And I don't think you did a very good job. And you didn't answer any of my questions. I said, but I'll leave it up to you. Anyhow, I gave him a bit of feedback on stuff because I believed he could do better. Anyhow, I got an email this morning that said, oh, no, I don't need a one-to-one with you. I can answer your questions now. Then proceeded to tell me the questions that I was going to ask him and then answered them. And of course, my answer back was, and again, since you've talked over the top of me and assume I know what I'm asking, you can see how this one-to-one isn't going very well. But there you go. Classic example of going and assuming you know everything about the other person and what they want to know without sitting back and listening. And the ironic thing was is he asked for the one-to-one. I never did. So it was all kind of odd from my perspective. So there you go. I truly love your message today is don't go in assuming you know everything. Sit back, relax, and have a little bit of look around And there's always something to learn. I love it. Thank you so much.